Hi, today I'm reviewing the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. And really quick, I just want to say, purchase these products with my own money. So if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at nobsbeauty.com or click on the Amazon link below. So I was at Sephora recently and I saw this on the shelf and I couldn't not get it, which is why I should only order online, because when I'm in Sephora, shiny, pretty things I buy. If I'm online, I'm much more practical. Rarely buy eyeshadow palettes, but when I'm in store, I see them and I gotta get them. But if I'm online, I'm like, I don't need another eyeshadow palette, and go look at my stack of stacks. Anyway, so I should never walk into Sephora unless I have like a chaperone or something. But anyway, so I picked this up. This is meant to be a lightweight multitasking primer to hydrate, brighten, and improve skin's texture, all while prepping for long-lasting makeup. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. And my first criteria is packaging, and I love this type of packaging. I wish almost everything could come in a package like this. I love it. It's a squeeze tube with a pump on the end. It's awesome. Perfect for traveling. Easy dispensing, and for the most part it protects the ingredients and you don't have to dig your hands into a jar or anything like that. So I love the packaging. They've done a nice job with that, although I do wonder what some of the little dots floating around are. Maybe it's bursts of watermelon. I don't know. Anyway, so I love the packaging. My second criteria is alcohol, and it's a little unfortunate in a primer that they claim is going to be hydrating to skin. It does contain alcohol, which is the 9th ingredient, so it's not one of the first ingredients, which is a bigger issue. It is further down the ingredient list on the 9th ingredient. So if you have normal, drier skin, it could be an issue, or if you have sensitive skin, it could be an issue as well. And it also contains witch hazel, which is the 4th ingredient, and witch hazel has a high makeup of denatured alcohol because alcohol is used to distill the witch hazel. So witch hazel is usually up to 20% denatured alcohol. So having those as the 4th and 9th ingredient is not going to be the best for skin. Although using this, I didn't notice that my skin felt super dry upon application. It was usually towards the end of the day where my skin ended up looking more flaky and things like that. So I'm not a huge fan of that amount of alcohol. It's a lot considering those 2 ingredients are in there. So not super excited to see that on there. My third criteria is fragrance, and this also contains fragrance. It has the scent of watermelon, so it doesn't necessarily smell like fake or synthetic or perfumey. There's a lot of watermelon products out there now. So it does have fragrance. It also has watermelon, which could be also helping for that scent. So that fragrance, the scent of watermelon could be due to the watermelon and the fragrance. And then it also contains limonene and linalool, so it's got a fair amount of fragrance in there between fragrance, limonene, linalool, 3 different fragrant ingredients. So that's also disappointing to see in a primer. Especially primers are things you put on before you go out for the day. And when you go out for the day, that's when your skin needs the most protection it can get from pollution, free radicals, sunlight, sun damage. That's really where you want to protect your skin the most when you're going outside. So it's unfortunate to see it in a product like this that's going to be applied hopefully before sunscreen and things like that. So I highly recommend, if you do use this primer, definitely apply a sunscreen afterwards to kind of help protect your skin instead of becoming more prone to free radicals and pollution, because denatured alcohol can cause free radical damage to skin. So definitely using a sunscreen over this will certainly help protect your skin more. So really recommend that. If you're going to use this primer, apply good sunscreen over it. So anyway, so on to my 4th criteria, which is the manufacturing location. And this is made in Thailand, which is kind of a newer market for manufacturing beauty products. And I think the country is hopefully going to start kind of cracking down on some of the illegal manufacturing and some of the unethical manufacturing. But for now, I'm definitely going to keep a watch on that. But for now, I'm not necessarily hugely excited about products made in Thailand, but I'm hoping that the government there will start to really enforce some good standards, and then maybe next time I review something made in Thailand, it'll be all good. So definitely going to keep my eye on it though. On to my fifth criteria, which is ease of use. Very easy to use. I used it this morning before my sunscreen, and a small amount smooths over your skin super easily. So I would recommend if you use a toner, essence, moisturizer, I'd recommend using those and then applying this afterwards. And then after this has a minute or two to set, use your sunscreen over it. But it smooths over skin super easily. A little bit goes a long way. I didn't really notice any pilling. It seems to layer well, which is good. It sets pretty fast as well. So definitely recommend using sunscreen over it. But for the most part, it smooths over skin easily, absorbs pretty quickly, and very, very easy to use. And a little bit goes a long way. So I like the fact that it layers well, especially when you're going to want to layer this underneath a good sunscreen. And if you use a good vitamin C serum, I'd recommend using the vitamin C serum. Let's see. I recommend using this after your good vitamin C serum. So moisturizer, vitamin C serum, this primer, then a good sunscreen, and then foundation. So, but you can see it kind of gives skin a little bit of does give it a bit of a glow, even though some of the ingredients aren't the best. It does seem to hydrate initially. So that's a good thing. So very easy to use. My sixth criteria is antioxidants, and not really a whole ton. In fact, all of the good stuff in this product falls on the ingredient list after phenoxyethanol, which is allowed to be used in cosmetics in percentages of 1% or less. So if you see phenoxyethanol on an ingredient list, that is only allowed for 1%. So you got to assume that might be 1%, and everything that falls on the list after that ingredient is going to be an amount of 1% or less. So therefore, you're not getting a lot of the good stuff. So everything in this primer that's good is an amount of less than 1%, which is niacinamide, vitamin E, watermelon extract, urea. So there are some good things that can really help brighten skin, but there's not a lot of them in this. So that's a disappointment to see when there's more of the iffy ingredients than the really good stuff that you're really paying for. So I was a little disappointed with that. My seventh criteria is animal testing, and this brand is cruelty-free, so that's always good to see. My ninth criteria is performance, and it does give skin a nice canvas for makeup application. It has a slight gripping effect. It kind of dries to a kind of a very slightly sticky texture. Not too much, but a little bit that'll kind of help grip your makeup. Gives skin a nice matte finish. It definitely extends makeup wear by, I would say, about 2 to 3 hours. Nothing really dramatic like 24-hour wear, but it will extend it by a few hours. Definitely gives skin a smoother appearance, and it also helps to hide any texture. So it does a decent job performance, although if you have very dry skin like I do, just be aware that your skin may get flakier throughout the day. That's what I noticed. So, and I think it's because of some of that alcohol and witch hazel, and then having dry skin to begin with. Just was a bit of a bad combination for me, but overall, I think most people with oily skin will appreciate it though. So my ninth criteria is the price, and this is the full size, which is 1.35 ounces, and it sells for $28, so it's not ridiculously expensive. So that's good to see. So you can definitely pick it up or try it or get a sample and see if you like it. And then my 10th criteria, which is the it factor. Obviously, I think you guys know where I'm going. Not a lot of good stuff. More focus on the fragrance and the alcohol than the good ingredients. And then if you have very dry or very sensitive skin, this one's definitely going to be a pass. Those with oily skin might like this a bit more and might not be bothered so much by the alcohol or witch hazel content in it. So overall, there's several things I would change about this if I could, but obviously I can't. So I gave this a 5 out of 10, even though it comes in a fun bottle, smells good, looks good. It's just a pass overall. So anyway, so I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to check this out yet or not. And if you guys have, what your thoughts are, if you are similar thoughts to mine, or if you had a great experience using it. Definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And question for you guys, what is your favorite watermelon product? So definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Check out nobsbeauty.com and the Amazon link below. And thank you guys so much.